Well, good morning. It's 6:46 on this Friday morning. I'm Nick Wilson.
I'm Avi Hannon.
And I'm Maggie Warren.
And that weather overall, it's going to just keep getting warmer at this rate.
Yeah, warmer, some storms tonight, and then dry. We continue to see those drought conditions slowly chipped away out to our west. Most of Siouxland not in those drought anymore. Still seeing quite a bit of drought out through western Nebraska, out into south central portions of South Dakota, there towards Chamberlain. And we see just a small patch of abnormally dry conditions still out there through what is western Knox County and northwestern corner of Antelope County. That has been downgraded from a moderate drought where we had a small spot of that, but we will continue to see some very spotty rain chances, so might see some slight degradations in that, although we do still have a cushion of some very large amounts of rainfall surpluses for most of Siouxland, so likely going to have to chip away at that surplus before we see any more drought come back. Nick?
Well, local leaders must decide what to do at the site of the former St. Joseph's Mercy Hospital in Sioux City. The Court Street facility is now abandoned. Now, the city's Economic Development Department conducted a study on the building. They're now looking for developers interested in converting it into affordable housing. The north portion of the complex is expected to be renovated for apartments. The southern portion, which dates back to 1913, has been vacant for decades, and it's set to be demolished. With local housing demand ever on the rise, leaders say the redevelopment project would be beneficial.
We need housing in Sioux City. We need affordable housing. I know the city council is interested in that, of course, and there's developers that are, that we've worked with. So there's a possibility that, again, a developer may want to do it as an affordable housing project, and we would look to have other additional housing on that same site. It's a fairly large site, like 13 or 14 acres.
There are plans to donate the property to a developer once they find one.
And the search is still underway for a 47-year-old New Jersey man missing in Sioux City. Sioux City police say for now the man's family is requesting that additional information on his identity not be released. Authorities say they believe the man left the Warrior Hotel early Wednesday morning. He was supposed to pick up a colleague from the Hilton Garden Inn soon after and head out for a flight. After the man didn't show up, the colleague notified police. Authorities were able to find the man's rental car through the vehicle's onboard GPS, but the man is still missing.
There was a window, I don't know if that was the driver's side window or the passenger window, that was either all the way rolled down or partially down, but there was no one inside the vehicle. We did find some belongings in the vehicle that we believe were the driver's, but the driver of that vehicle has not been found yet.
A dive team search in the Missouri River is expected to continue today. We'll also continue to follow this story as it develops.
And some more sad news from the police department this morning. Retired Sioux City K-9 officer Cash passed away earlier this week, and his former human colleagues say he will be missed.
He got a lot of work on the SWAT team, on Watch 2. He had hundreds of drug arrests, narcotics arrests. He was good at tracking people. He was just a great dog.
Cash worked with his handler, Officer Paul Yaniff, from 2015 through 2020, when he retired early due to illness. After that, he spent his last 5 years as the Yaniff family pet. And our hearts go out to everyone who loved Cash.
Absolutely, and now we also have some happier canine news to share this morning. You might remember Virginia. She was actually the first ever pup at Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue to be featured as one of our strays of the day 3 times. Well, the rescue shared on Facebook this week that after 8 months at the shelter, she has finally found her forever home.
So congratulations to Virginia and her new family. Speaking of the rescue, now it's time we meet today's Stray of the Day.
Every day we share a pet picked up by Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue who's waiting to go home.
That's right, and this is Sky, a 9 to 12-month-old female Labrador Retriever that weighs about 60 pounds. She was found on the 2700 block of 8th Street. The rescue says she's a sweet and gentle pup that is smart and would make a great family dog.
If you know Sky, please let her owners know that she's at Sioux City Animal Adoption and Rescue. Otherwise, she'll be available for adoption starting Wednesday, August 13th.
And if you lost your pet, you're looking to adopt, or you'd like to sponsor a pet for adoption, you can visit the rescue's website. Head over to SiouxCityAnimalRescue.com. Well, Sky looks friendly, just maybe not thrilled to have her photo taken.
Yeah, but she'd be thrilled to get back to her family. Hopefully they see this and reach out.
Yeah, she seems friendly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And we're looking at a pretty nice sunset out there, a gorgeous sunset, and looking great for maybe to get those dogs out for a walk, dogs like Virginia. We do see the temperature at 73 currently in Sioux City and Mapleton, 75 in Ida Grove, and 71 in Sac City. Very warm and also muggy morning as those dew points sit in those low and mid 70s area wide. 71-degree dew point there in Sioux City, and those winds flowing in from the south-southeast at 5 to 15 miles an hour, a 14-mile-an-hour wind in Esterville as well as out in Orange City. So we're sitting a bit breezier out there with gusts as high as 20 to 25 miles an hour as we continue to watch that warm front that brought some cloud cover into the region yesterday and into early this morning continues to lift to the north. We see some high-level clouds that will continue to fade off as we head into our morning and the afternoon hours, looking at more sunshine than what we saw yesterday for today. Those clouds passing from time to time, some higher level clouds as we see some shower and storm activity get going through the early evening, overnight, and into Saturday morning. Some more scattered shower activity through the day Saturday as that cold front continues to lift to the east and northeast. More widespread shower activity to our west out towards Des Moines, but here we start to clear things out into our Sunday morning. We do see marginal risk of severe weather for today through pretty much all of Siouxland. Large hail and damaging wind gusts going to be that primary concern. Temperatures into the low 90s today, so mostly sunny, hot, and breezy. Heat advisories through all of Siouxland beginning at 1 p.m. this afternoon through 8 p.m. tonight. Temperatures falling behind that cold front into our Saturday and Sunday. 85 for Saturday, 83 for Sunday with some spotty shower chances, and then drier and quieter into next week. Temperatures starting off seasonal and then rising back into the upper 80s. So hot and sunny for our week next week, Avia.
Well, thank you, Megan. We turn to sports, where the Sioux City X's were back on the diamond looking to complete a sweep against Milwaukee. Anthony Mitchell has the highlights right here in your morning sports wrap.
Good morning, Siouxland. It was 2 up and 2 down for the Explorers, who look to break out the brooms and sweep the Milwaukee Milkmen last night at home. After securing the club's single-season steals record on Wednesday, Sioux City has its sights set on the American Association single-season record of 213 swipes. X's boast a 30-3 overall record when scoring 5 or more runs. Milwaukee's 261 batting average, 5th in the American Association. X's find themselves on the board in the bottom of the first after a sac fly from Zach Vuletich brings home Austin Davis from third base. Sioux City takes a quick 1-0 lead. On the flip side here, ace pitcher Kyle Marmon taking care of business on the mound. A big night for him, only allowing 8 hits in 7 innings of work. Bottom of the fourth, up 2-1, bases loaded. Henry George with a fly out, but not before snagging a sacrifice RBI. That brings home Abdiel Lair. X's spoil the Milkmen party, winning 5-3. They complete the sweep. Sioux City keeps its home stretch intact. They'll start its series with Fargo-Moorhead tonight at 7:05 p.m. As NFL training camps come to a close around the league and attention shifts to the preseason, it's standard that starters may not play the first game of preseason to avoid the risk of injury. That is certainly the case with the Green Bay Packers and its quarterback, Jordan Love, the 2020 first-round draft pick, in the midst of his second year of his 4-year, $220 million contract extension. Love is coming off a 2024 campaign where he threw 25 touchdowns, but also 11 interceptions, tied for 4th most of all NFL quarterbacks. Both Love and Green Bay head coach Matt LaFleur were asked about QB1's availability in the preseason.
We'll see. However I'm feeling in the moment. I just told all these guys, just get ready to play football. Well, I mean, they're football players, so everybody's got to go into it expecting to play. Whenever we're ready to pull you, we'll pull you.
Yeah, I think it's always nice to get a couple preseason snaps just to put yourself back in that, that game mode mentality. It's something that we'll talk about and we'll figure out, but, I don't expect, too much, but, I think in the past we played a drive and sometimes we played a quarter, so it'll be around there.
Green Bay's first preseason game is on Saturday at home against the New York Jets. That's your look at sports. Have a good day, Siouxland.
Now let's take a look at this morning's top stories.
What you need to know before you go.
The Nebraska State Patrol says troopers have stopped 245 drivers who were traveling more than 100 miles per hour just since Memorial Day. Nebraska authorities say people who are found guilty of driving more than 100 miles an hour can face a fine of $300. And if you're caught going over 100 on 3 different occasions in a 2-year span, your driver's license is automatically revoked under state law. Cody Thomas with the Nebraska State Patrol says what really makes speeding dangerous is not just how fast you're going, but also where you're driving.
When we talk about excessive speeding, it's not necessarily those shocking triple-digit numbers, but just egregious speeds over the speed limit. That can happen in a 25-mile-per-hour zone in town.
Thomas gave us a full breakdown of how many people have been caught going 90 miles an hour or faster in northeast Nebraska since Memorial Day. Authorities have stopped 1 person in each of Cumming, Dixon, Stanton, and Thurston counties for going 90 or faster. 3 drivers in Dakota County, 5 in Pierce, including 1 person going 115 miles an hour. That was on Highway 13. But wait, there's more. 8 drivers in Madison County. 1 of them was driving 110. There have not been any reported incidents in Antelope or Wayne counties.
And a northeast Nebraska woman has been found guilty of 1 count of first-degree murder in connection with the August 2022 quadruple homicide in northern Nebraska. Carrie Jones was also found guilty of tampering with physical evidence and being accessory to a felony. The murder charge stemmed from the death of Jean Twyford. Jones was not accused of killing Twyford, but of pushing her husband Jason Jones to do something after she accused Twyford of repeatedly making inappropriate sexual comments to her. Carrie Jones' sentencing date is now set for November 20th, the same day that Jason Jones is scheduled for a death penalty hearing after he was found guilty of 4 counts of first-degree murder in the case.
Well, in lighter news now, plenty of Siouxlanders turned out for the first day of the Marcus Community Fair. The yearly event is one of the longest-running fairs in Iowa, dating back 89 years. Entry to the fair is always free. Organizers say they're able to keep it that way thanks to generous support from the community.
And the only reason that we can do that is that we have tremendous support from the community, not only from the businesses, but also just individual families in the community that are really good at supporting what we do here. It means a lot, and it just shows you what this community is all about, right? We support everything that happens in this community.
The fair is also an economic boost for the small Iowa town, and there's still plenty of time to stop by. The fair runs through Sunday. That food on the grill sure looked good, and well, that grill's not the only thing that's pretty toasty today because those temperatures are looking warm.
Yeah, definitely going to be sizzling out there today, much like those burgers that we saw on that grill, like you said. 92 degrees, that high temperature today, mostly sunny, hot, and breezy. Those gusts to 25 miles an hour, so should help at least maybe cool it down just a little bit, but we do have heat advisories in effect through all of Siouxland from 1 p.m. to 8 p.m. through today with heat indices up to 105 degrees. Likely we do see cooling temperatures Saturday and into Sunday after we see a cold front move through tonight. That brings us marginal risk of severe weather into early Saturday morning, unless if you're settling more seasonal.
Yeah, just some really toasty conditions before a little cool off.
Absolutely. Well, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too.
Thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day.